Hello buddies, this is Game Night. Tonight I want to talk about the announcement from Neocore Games about Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Prophecy. This is a new game that is coming out on the 28th of May. It's going to cost $25, and if you own Inquisitor Martyr you receive 30% off your purchase for a limited time. Now, the thing with this expansion, or, well, standalone expansion, is that you can play it without the main game. It will bring the new class, a tech-adept Inquisitor, to the game, which can summon and enhance units to help defeat enemies and complete investigations. This summoner class comes with new unique abilities and mechanics. This brings us to the next part because it's going to add a new campaign. It's going to add one chapter that is for the tech-adept only, and two new chapters that is going to be for Inquisitor Martyr as well, so you can play that with your original characters. Players can discover new environments like monasteries, hazardous factories, unforgiving deserts, and ruthless worlds engulfed in lava and volcanoes. Sounding really cool. And they are adding two new races. The Eldar and Tyranids are going to be enemy races. Now this game is, they say it's a standalone expansion, so you can play all of this without the main game. So this is going to be in this game. I'm going to cover a bit later here how this actually ties in with the original game and what we're gonna get, because there are some things that that this announcement didn't really cover, so they did a FAQ on it. It will be based on Inquisitor Martyr's 2.0 update, which is coming out on the May 28th. If you haven't seen that already, I will put a link at the top and in the description for my video on that, what we get in 2.0. Everything is basically going to be reworked, like the loot system, the leveling, the end game, the co-op campaign mode, and new items, and just a faster gameplay in general. It is going to be awesome, I think. But now, how does that tie in with this character here, the new class with the new chapters, all of that? Well, let's take a look at the proposed FAQ they announced today. 6 hours ago, Tender posted this, and we had a couple of discussions on the Discord about this and how what does this actually mean? How does this translate? And it's a long FAQ. I'll put the link in the description, but I have thought about it and put up some just a chart that is a bit easier to get an overview of what you actually get. So let me bring that in here. So we have the Inquisitor Prophecy at the top, and you have the Inquisitor Martyr at the bottom. So that is the original game and the new standalone game. The standalone game and Inquisitor Martyr will be 2.0. So 2.0 is coming to both. That means all the things that are in 2.0, all the things that I mentioned in that video, will be in Prophecy and Inquisitor Martyr. This means the new level cap is 100 as well for both games. Alright, so the next part is perks and skills and passives and items. These are coming with Prophecy, but they will most likely, this is probably the only thing that I'm still, well, not fully aware of, but some of these must carry over into Inquisitor Martyr if you own that game. Like, especially perks that are not tied into the specific class. So it could be that the tech-adept has some perks that only he can use, but some skills as well and passives, but the items should tie in with Inquisitor Martyr unless they are class specific. So we'll know more about that later on. What we do know is that the first chapter of the Inquisitor Prophecies campaign will not be playable with your original character. You cannot go in and play that at all. That is reserved for the tech-adept. Now, the giant monasteries, factories, desert settings, etc., and the new sector, and 2 races, Tyranids and Eldar, will be incorporated into Inquisitor Martyr as I read it. This is all my speculation on how this actually works from what they have posted. The open world will be available to anyone that has Prophecy and Inquisitor Martyr, and the co-op, you will be able to play random missions with people from Inquisitor Martyr, but you will not be able to play the campaign. So the main campaign is reserved only for original game classes. If you want to experience that, you need to buy the base game, and you need to, not the base game because it's not a DLC, but you need to buy the original game. The original game will then be playable for all 3 classes through the campaign, but you cannot co-op with any of the tech adepts through the campaign. So if you have a friend that is playing the Prophecies expansion, you will not be able to play with him. He will not be able to help you in the main campaign. What this is about, why they've done this, I think that lies in the fact that, well, the tech adept was not in the main game, so all that precedes, all the history that have been, is not available to that character in a narrative sense. I do not agree with that way of making a narrative. I don't agree with that way of making immersion, because it doesn't give me any immersion into this. If I could play the tech adept in the main campaign along with my friends with this new cool addition of co-op campaigning, that would have been the best choice for me. But this is how it is, and we can either like it or we can complain. I have chosen to like it, and I will be playing the Prophecy. I will be trying out the tech adept because I have been wanting a summoner for quite a while now. Hopefully more than just, regular servitor skulls will we be able to summon, and other things than simple turrets or something like that, but we'll see. I don't have any ideas of what we'll actually see, but that's going to be interesting. So, what about the last part? Well, 2 new chapters will be added. They will be playable if you own the Inquisitor Martyr game. You'll be able to play the 2 last chapters that are in that chain, but only after you complete the main campaign. The Prophecy character, the tech adept, will be able to play the first chapter of the Inquisitor Prophecies campaign and then head on into the 2 new chapters. And in the 2 new chapters, you should be able to co-op with your friends because these tie together. So once you reach that point, but it's still unknown what level will you need to be. How much random missions and open world will you need to do with your tech adept? Because there's not a lot of campaign to be played unless the Inquisitor Prophecy campaign for the tech adept, that 1 chapter is as long as the Inquisitor Martyr main campaign. Then you're not going to be on the same level as the others when they end up at the end of the original campaign, which means you might have to wait quite a long while or play random games, just co-op random missions, or just random mission open world stuff, completing that. But we'll see. I mean, it's still a bit fidgety about how this all connects, but I think this is at least my best bet of how this ties in and what you're gonna get. And I think it's gonna be awesome. I'm really looking forward to playing this new summoner and trying out the 2.0. I will be doing that on the 29th in Budapest. I am flying out. Neocore Games contacted me and asked if I wanted to fly out and try the new 2.0 update, and now hopefully I'll be able to try Prophecy as well. I'm really looking forward to that, and I will be streaming most of the day on the 29th and the 30th, so remember to follow me on Twitch for that experience. And yeah, I hope to see you guys. If you enjoyed this, remember to hit that like button and share it all around. This needs to go out so people can see how this actually connects. At least my interpretation. Yes, my interpretation. We need to remember that I'm not an official voice of Neocore, but I'm just a fan trying to tie up the ends here. So yeah, I will stand corrected if someone corrects me in the comments. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Is this going to be awesome? Are you looking forward to trying out the tech-adept? Will you be checking out my stream on the 29th and or the 30th? Well, I hope so. See you soon. Have a wonderful game night.